Good evening, everyone. Hope you all had a great trading day. Let's take a look and see what's happening with Bitcoin. So, we had our daily candle close. Let's see, 63,495 was our high. Our low was 61,667, and we closed at 63,194. So, pretty bullish close. We're starting this next candle fairly bullish as well. We're around 63,830 right now. So pretty decently bullish on the daily, and I know that on the 4 hour we did get that true golden cross, so that allowed us to keep moving up like we talked about earlier. Um, we're getting back above our weekly, which is great. On the 12 hour, we're back above it on the daily. 8 hour, we're getting back above it as well. Same with the 4 hour. So the 4 hour, let's take a look here. So the 4 hour is also getting back above it, obviously, and we are reaching this resistance point at 63,940. So 63,940 would be kind of our top of our order block here that we could see some resistance at. Um, I would say if we can break this, we have a good chance of going to 65,705 and 66,482, etc., etc. So, once we broke the 4 hour 200 MA, getting that nice golden cross, we have to assume we're going to get to the 6 hour 200 MA, which is at 65, 65, 693, it looks like. So that is our next level. And then it's potential of whether or not we get rejected off of there. Um, that's kind of the next area I'm looking at. Otherwise, there's a possibility that we could get rejected right here, roll over. I honestly, it's going to be very interesting because we have a low volume Friday. We have, obviously no Fed events. We have Saturday and Sunday, which, really shouldn't be moving that much, but there is a possibility we get a move because of this cross. I would like to see it chop around above the weekly open now, but, if we can close above the weekly open on our time frames, once again, we flip bullish, we look for bullish setups, okay? As long as we use this weekly open as our support. All right, taking a look at our 1 hour, still looking decently bullish here, so not too bad. Yeah, I mean, things are looking great, guys. It's not looking too bad. 60,601 is kind of would probably be our 786 if we were to drop. That's our kind of our order block there. So if we were to drop from here, I like to play out the bear case as well a lot of times. So let's see, 60,638-ish area, so the bottom of this order block right here. So, as long as, I would say though, as long as we can stay up above the 4 hour 200 MA, we're going to revisit up here first before possibly dropping into that area. So as of right now, I'm bullish. We'll take a look on liquidity at 65,705 and 66,482, but that's what I'm seeing right now, more so on the shorter term. So let me take a look and see here. 4 hour. So 4 hour liquidity, you can see that we have that bar at 65,000 even almost. And you have all this liquidity up here as well. So, you can basically um, see that we could easily kind of take this out possibly before we come down here and take out that 60,800 area. I would probably target this first and see if we can consolidate, and if so, we could even move up higher, but it's really going to depend on whether or not we get that 6 hour rejection there. Taking a look at our 1 hour. So the 1 hour, yeah, it's kind of showing the same thing. 65,000 could potentially drop down lower after that. So I'm definitely targeting 65 on a short-term basis, and then there's a potential that we could drop after that if we needed to. So that is kind of what I'm seeing for the 4 hour and the 1 hour. Let's take a look at the 15. So the 15 kind of showing the same exact thing, right? 65,000 we could then drop. Our order book aligns with that as well. So Kiyotaka, our free order book here, aligns with that 65,000 area. So it does show that we could easily kind of move up and take 65 out, and even a little bit higher before we figure out what we're going to do. So that's kind of what I'm seeing for right now, guys. As far as our trading different